Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We're here. We made it. 2022. We are here. Isn't that great, y'all? Our God has saw fit that we would make it to this side of his destiny that he has already prepared for us. So I don't know if you've had the time to give credit to whoever you believe in. Of course, I'm a Christian, so I believe in Jesus. So thank God for his blessing of allowing us to be here once again. Listen, this is the first show of 2022 for the podcast, the Big Time Show podcast, that is being heard live as we speak on Podbean, that is being heard and seen live. Hello, Psalm 23 on Podbean. G Puma, I can't never pronounce it. GP Man 45. What's up? What's going on, man? Thank you for popping in on me. Those that are here on Facebook, those that may be tuning in a little bit later to Podbean, to YouTube, Twitch. I do not know why this is not being shared on my regular page. If you don't mind, can you share? If you don't mind, can you share? If you don't mind, can you put that there? Let's see if I can get this right. Hey, those that are on Twitch, hello, popping in. Those that are on the Big Time Show channel, thank you so much. Let me see if I can see this from my page, personal page. I don't know what is going on. There it is. We're in the house now. Good. Let me see who else speaking to me there. Shane, what's up? Shane, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for popping in on me. Thank you to everybody. Wherever you listen to me, or if you listen to this replay by iHeartRadio, by Podbean, of course, Pandora, Tumblr, all the Google Podcasts or whatever, wherever you listen to me from, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity just to share with you on this great day. It's brand new year. It's a great, great day. We are here in another year, a day we've never seen before. It is a day that we didn't have no control over. It was not our alarm clocks that woke us up. It was God. I know plenty of people over the years that the alarm clock kept ringing and it didn't wake them up. So we got to give proper credit where it's due. But you guys didn't come to hear me preach today, so I'm not going to preach as of now. I want to talk about the issue at hand. That is the Dallas Cowboys going against the Arizona Cardinals. That's the issue at hand. That's I know bowl games are on right now, but I hey, whatever. Uh my team lost yesterday. I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan. I'm still hurting by the performance that happened yesterday. But to be honest with you, I guess that wasn't part of my show, but I give it to you. I'm convinced that the SEC, I've been knowing it. I was just hoping. The SEC just plays a different brand of football than everybody else in the country. Clemson is catching on. That's why they won a few years ago. And then Ohio State is another school that predominantly, can compete with the SEC. And the reason why is because, some of y'all gonna get mad, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna go and say it. Uh, Recruiting is a major part. Traditionally, college coaches, hey, Coach Breedlove, Happy New Year. Joe, Happy New Year. Predominantly, most coaches, thank you, G. Pooh Man, I'm sorry. Appreciate you, man, on Podbean. Mostly coaches love to gather up all the talent in state and go to work from there because they're getting, when you got a school like Ohio State, who is the best school in the state of Ohio, and every kid dreams of going to Ohio State. Cincinnati, for instance, don't have a chance to compete recruiting wise with Ohio State. They just don't. Whatever schools that are there in Ohio and the surrounding areas, they don't have a chance, man. They don't have a chance to compete with Ohio State. But Ohio State is so good, they can branch off into other regions of the country. When my nephew, who's with Vanderbilt, who signed a scholarship at Vanderbilt, one of his teammates signed a full ride scholarship to Ohio State. So now we got Ohio State coming to the South and picking up athletes from the South just to get them to play. That's the only way that you're gonna compete, to be honest with you, with the SEC. If I'm not knocking guys, I'm just calling it like it is. You're gonna have to get some pure athletes to deal with guys from the SEC because that's what's at all these schools. It's just not Alabama, Georgia. I see Shane just said Tennessee, even though Tennessee didn't have a gigantic record, but let's look at the recruiting class. The recruiting class is always going to be high up there because they're able to get athletes. Ole Miss, who will be playing later tonight in the Sugar Bowl. I mean, Lane Kiffin has done an outstanding job. The Floridas, I even step outside the SEC, the Florida States and the ACC, the Miamis. These programs get pure athletes and they get plenty of them. In other words, I'm talking about these 5-star recruits. I ain't talking about these 3-star, and I'm not knocking them, they're good. But when you get to the championship game, or the championship playoffs, it shows. It shows the competition level. And my Michigan Wolverines, even though I'm happy that we finally made it, we was on a cloud 9, finally beating Ohio State, and then we got a dose of reality on yesterday. The game wasn't even close. Georgia beat our brains out, plain and simple. It wasn't even close. Offensive line dominated, and our Michigan had considered to be one of the greatest, defenses in the country. I think number 2 behind Georgia, of course. You got an All-American, and what's up? What's up, E? I see you. Happy New Year. These guys were, considered to be the best, and just got whipped by Georgia. Just got whipped. The offensive line was voted. Our Michigan Wolverines offensive line was voted the offensive line of the year. and they got manhandled by Georgia yesterday. Just manhandled. Their defensive line destroyed our offensive line, and so I'm convinced that the SEC brand. I don't care what school you throw up, Pac-12, Big 12, all these little conference. Listen, when you go against these guys in the SEC, the Alabamas, the Auburns, the LSU, even in bad years, they're still head and shoulders above most of these teams that's ranked in the top 10 because of the pure athletes that they have. I'm just saying that's what I saw last night. We are not on that level, and I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan. We got a dose of reality last night. We got destroyed. The Cincinnati game with Alabama. I mean, come on. Cincinnati was undefeated. Some folks really thought they had a chance. And really beyond the first drive when they ran it right down their throat, the game pretty much was already over because the guys knew they can't stop the run. That's why they ran for almost 300 yards last night. I mean, come on. I mean, it's just such a difference. And what Jim Harbaugh has to do, I know I'm going to get to Arizona and Dallas in a minute, but what Jim got to do, I know it's a privilege to get all these kids from Michigan that want to play for Michigan. Doc, you're going to have to come to Florida to recruit. You got to come here in Tennessee to recruit. You got to go to Georgia and recruit. You need to go to Mississippi and recruit. You need to go to Texas and recruit. And you need to go to California and recruit. Get some of them guys. And then you're going to be able to actually come. That's what Ohio State did when they got Ezekiel Elliott and all those guys and finally won. You look at the roster, you'd be surprised how many people was outside of Ohio. Same thing with Clemson. Clemson knew to beat Alabama a couple years ago, we have got to get out of South Carolina and North Carolina. We got to go somewhere to get these guys. That's the only way you're going to win. If not, we're going to continue to have what I call the Alabama Invitational. That's what it is. Because Alabama is going to be in the playoff every year. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be in the championship game every year. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to win the championship again. And I don't know what it's really that simple. Nick Saban is incredible. To keep reloading and reloading and reloading and reloading and getting the same results is it's unbelievable what this man has done. And Harbaugh and that's why Lane Kiffin hurried up and got out of Oklahoma. He I'm not Lane Kiffin, I'm sorry, Lincoln Riley. He hurried up and got out of Oklahoma because he knew when Oklahoma joined the SEC, he knew he's not going to no bowl game as far as championship aspirations. You're not making the playoffs. Because forget Alabama, you got to first catch up to maybe LSU, and you got to catch up to Georgia. So if you're in the West, Alabama going to win the West, and the way Georgia's looking, and just in case you don't know, Kirby Smart has reloaded Georgia. They're going to be good next year. So that's the Eastern Division of the SEC. So it's going to be hard for Oklahoma to even get out of there. So and Lincoln Riley knew what time it was. Lincoln Riley want to bootleg his way to the playoffs. That's why he went to the Pac-12. Give him a couple years, and you're going to see USC in the playoffs. But they're going to get destroyed. Long as Nick Saban is there, they're going to get destroyed. All right. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Arizona, Dallas. Let me start it this way. When DeAndre Hopkins went down, Arizona has showed us that they are not. Hold on, before I start. Coach Breedlove is here. Coach says OU will win the SEC when in his first 2 seasons. 2? Woo! He said, "You heard it here. Their offense is on par with all the top teams in the SEC." I'm not going to argue with the talent level, coach. However, I will argue with the person that would be driving that car as far as offensive coordinator. He got a lot to catch up on if he gonna be on Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is a great coordinator. So I don't know. It just all depends on who driving the car. Coaching makes a difference. So I ain't gonna knock whoever the new coach is. I'm not gonna knock them. I just have to see how they roll on offense. Cause Lincoln Riley did have that offense rolling. There ain't no question about that. All right, Arizona, Dallas. Listen, when DeAndre Hopkins went down, we found out that Arizona's really not that good. It's just that simple. Why we know that? Because they ain't won a game since DeAndre Hopkins went down. They missed the last 3 weeks. DeAndre Hopkins missed the last 3 weeks, and they're 0-3. They were on top of the conference. DeAndre Hopkins went down, who won't be back until maybe the playoffs. Has a bad hamstring, from my understanding. And Arizona don't look good. Kyler Murray don't look good. When you look at the rest of their offense, the threat really is A.J. Green and Zach Ertz. Coach said to Clemson, yes, right, that is the coach. Great coach. Great defensive coach. I hope he gets a good offensive coordinator. The defensive coordinator from Clemson for all these last 4 to 5 years. Great coach. Great hire by Oklahoma. Hope he gets a good offensive coordinator. The defense should be better, which was always Oklahoma's problem. They'll score 50, but they'll give up 51. So that defense will be better. All right. DeAndre Hopkins left. They ain't won nothing. A.J. Green and Zach Ertz are the threats. You do have Christian Kirk, who can still blow the top off of a defense. That is still there. But it makes such a difference when DeAndre Hopkins is in that lineup. He demands a double team. He's a guy that catches over 100 balls a year. He's an all-pro wide receiver. And he's a guy that you just can't declare next man up, that type stuff. No, it ain't no next man up. It's a next man down in talent, down in skill level. He's not DeAndre Hopkins. And so the Cardinals have lost. The offense has not been on the field a long time. Their defense, even though they're loaded on defense, they get tired because they're on the field, because the offense is not scoring like they were. So the offense is go running back James Conner, who I believe made the Pro Bowl this year. The guy from Pittsburgh from a couple years ago who's with the Cardinals now. He can run the football, no question. But they're really not a predominantly running football team. They put the ball in the hands of Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray makes things happen. But he is not potent because he's missing his main toy. So Zach Ertz, if you ask me, has been the primary benefactor of DeAndre Hopkins not being there. It hasn't really been A.J. Green, who we respect. A.J. Green is a borderline, obviously Hall of Fame type receiver, big time numbers if you look at him. But he's not the A.J. Green of Cincinnati. He still can catch it. He still can great route runner. He still all that. No doubt about that. But he is not the same guy that he was at Cincinnati. So, in other words, I'm not that scared of A.J. Green. I'm not. I'm scared of DeAndre Hopkins. I'm just not scared of A.J. Green. I'm not saying A.J. Green can't hurt you. He can. If you mess up and then keep disrespect him with too many um, tomorrow. If you disrespect him with one-on-one coverage, it's gonna be a problem. But he's just that. Christian Kirk can beat you deep. He can. He can. And we have given up a lot of big plays this year. Well, not a lot, but I'm saying we've given up a few, and that could be a problem. But Zach Ertz is just Zach Ertz. So Zach is playing like he always have. Um, be ready for him. Y'all forgive me. I got text messages going. All right. Now, I'm not scared of Arizona's offense. And I know what some of y'all saying. What about Kyler Murray? He's a guy that just can make plays, and he's gonna make some plays, y'all. He is. He's too fast. He's too good. He's a scary quarterback. He is. He is. He's gonna make a few plays. He's gonna scramble. He's gonna get first downs when he shouldn't get first down. He's that type of guy. He is. He's a problem. Kyler Murray is a problem. But I will say this about Kyler Murray. He ain't seen he doesn't do too great when he sees something like the Rams. I've been looking. I kind of watched Kyler Murray. He hadn't done too great against the Rams and the 49ers and the Seahawks when they're healthy. The Rams, I just brought up the Rams because they seem to be the healthiest out of those other teams in the division. In other words, the reason why I'm saying that because the film shows that when you have pass rush, you can get to Kyler Murray. His day won't be so great. Oh, I'm coming, Shane. Just that's how I'm gonna close in a minute. I see y'all. When I saw one name, I already knew what you were talking about. I'm coming, Shane. Uh a tremendous pass rush can give Kyler Murray a lot of problems. And Lord have mercy. Don't we have one? Well, I sound like the Joker off Batman right now. I got that devilish laugh. We got something for Kyler Murray. I look. I'm just convinced, y'all. I'm convinced that no team alive, y'all hear what I just said, can stop this pass rush. We may not hit you. We may not get the recorded sack, but you're gonna get some pressure from these guys. You can't contain this. You cannot contain this firepower that we have from the defensive position. You just can't. It's too much. Well, I mean, everybody want to talk about the obvious three: Gregory, Parsons, and DeMarcus Lawrence. But what about OC? You see what I'm saying? What about Gallimore, who's look like every time? He's right by the quarterback. What about Gallimore? What about Dorrance Armstrong? I get what a star power is. I don't even have to mention them. We know what Gregory and Parsons and D Law gonna do. We know that. But what about these other guys who seem to always be? What about when Curse sneaks up on the line and blitzes? That look like success every trip. I mean, I look. Kyler Murray going to look. Kyler Murray is quite possibly could be running for his life tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I give full respect to Kyler Murray. I do. He is a dangerous kid. He is a scary quarterback. He can hurt you, but I got a scary defense. Yeah, and to all you haters that may be watching, I don't even want to hear it. I got a scary defense, huh? I see you, G Puma is talking about hey, happy New Year's, revolutionary, bro. He said y'all have a halfway decent squad. Before I move, I'm on Podbean now. Listen, revolutionary, bro. Who are you with? So I know what I'm dealing with here. I mean, I'm not going to. I mean, I'm never going to embarrass you or nothing like that. I just want to know what team do you support. Let me just ask you that. Just go and type it in so I know. I can see. Just type it in. I'm waiting on you too, revolutionary, bro. Put G. Let me see. Oh my God, he's a Steeler fan. No wonder you got hate. I see why now. Oh yeah, you a true Steeler fan. If you like the Steelers, you definitely don't like the Dallas Cowboys and vice versa. So I get you. Now listen, this is what I need you to do before I go on, y'all. Before I go on, I need you guys to help me out. I'm live right now on uh, Facebook. I'm live on Twitch, and I'm all live on YouTube. I'm live where you can see me and all that stuff for those that are on Podbean. I don't know if that's your choice or you want to look at me while I'm talking and all that kind of stuff. No, I ain't got no jokes revolutionary, bro. I'm just saying we cowboy. I'm a cowboy fanatic, cowboy fan, and I will tell you, revolutionary, bro, that if you are a Steeler fan, if you're a true Steeler fan, just like I am a true Cowboy fan, other than our teams and our division, the Dallas Cowboys despise two other franchises. One is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the other is the San Francisco 49ers. Now, these new age millennial Cowboy fans who were just born 10 years ago, they wouldn't understand it. But I'm 48 years old. So my roots in the Cowboy Steeler feud go way, way back. My first emotional experience happened in the 1979 Super Bowl. Exactly when Jackie Harris dropped that ball from Roger Staubach in the end zone wide open, and y'all stole that Super Bowl from us. So that look, I don't want to do that because I don't want to get upset. But you know what it is. That's how I am. You know, if you're a 49er, if you're a Cowboy fan, you hate the 49ers, obviously because of the 90s. We all know that rivalry. So the Pittsburgh Steelers and 49er fans, I ain't too excited. But revolutionary, bro, I appreciate you, man, popping in the show. Come on, hang with me. At least you got enough sense to say we got a half decent team. You better than them other Steelers fans who refuse to recognize the obvious. But it's all right. It's all right. Listen, everybody, quickly, listen. I need some of you guys to support me in my YouTube channel. All you need to go is, and I'm going to type it in on Podbean. I need you guys to go search this out. I'm typing it in as we speak. The Big Time Show podcast. That's all I need you to do. Go find it real quick, and then subscribe to it. Push that button, and there you go. That's all I need you to do. And if you want to, you can watch me live. I'm there right now. And if you decide to go there, let me know who you are. So I'll know. If you're on Podbean and you go there, let me know. Some of you guys who are watching me on Facebook right now, if you don't mind, even if you like Facebook, I still need you to go to this. I'm typing in over here. I really would appreciate your support if you would go to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build that one up. I mean, I don't have to sugarcoat it. I'm just telling you what I'm trying to do. Find that on YouTube. Okay, I'm typing it in, and there it is for you right there. I'm gonna highlight it. go to that right there. Just type in the Big Time Show podcast. Go to your YouTube, put it there. I'm live right there, right now as we speak. I promise you, go away for 3 or 4 seconds, type it in. I promise you I ain't gonna talk too much so we can catch back up on this conversation about the Arizona Cardinals. But do that for me if you don't mind. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Appreciate you. Yeah. I'm here, Jupu. That's me, man. You see me? You see me, Jupu, man? What's up? I appreciate you popping over to YouTube. Thank you, brother. Revolutionary bro. Like the show here on Podbean. Then go get my YouTube channel, man. I appreciate it. That's me. I'm here. Hey, Morgan Triet, whoever you are, Morgan Tree Cat, or just entered the studio. Appreciate you popping in on Podbean. Thank you, G Puman. Do I know you, brother? Do I know you, or because these funny podcasts on Podbean, these funny names. I don't know who you are. I got you, Joe, my brother Joe. Thank you, man. Listen, if you're going to YouTube, do me a favor and subscribe as well. Just subscribe and then push that little button that look like a bell that gives you the notification when I go on live. That way you'll be able to catch me whether you want to go YouTube or it'll be the same thing. But I would appreciate you guys if you would do that for me. Now, since we done got that out the way, I see Miss Tyves in the building. Thank you, G Poo man, who just subscribed. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Do I know you? Matter of fact, G, where are you from? Are you here? Where are you from? I just want to recognize you because you've been hanging with me the last few shows. You from Dallas? Oh man, I got a Cowboy fan. Yes, sir. Oh, I should have known when you got the Dallas Maverick. Is that a Dallas Maverick icon? Thank you, Revolutionary Bro. Thank you, bro, so much. I appreciate you guys for heeding the call. Appreciate you to lead, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, since I got that all back to Arizona, we got a pass rush. And Kyler Murray is gonna have to deal with it. Now, if he's zigzag and playground his way out of that, he ain't gonna get out of there all the time. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Now, if you read anything, he's gonna get hit tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He's good. I respect Kyler Murray. He's dangerous, but he's gonna get hit tomorrow. We don't discriminate. Whoever the quarterback is, got to get hit. It's just that simple. Look, I'm just telling y'all. He gonna get hit. That look. I don't care if it's Joe Montana. Do you understand me? Whoever the quarterback is with this pass rush, they are gonna pay the price tomorrow. Kyler Murray gonna pay the price tomorrow. Now he might get away a few times. I give you that. I expect him to get away a couple of times. I do. I do. He's that type of guy. He's lightning fast. He gonna outrun some of the guys because he's just too fast. I hope it just don't destroy us or if it's a close game, one of them scrambles don't kill us. That's the only thing I'm hoping for. But he gonna get hit tomorrow. Okay? It's just that simple. He is. Exactly. Joe said the lion would get him. You need to put an S on that. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Let me raise it up for you. Yeah. Thank you. Little something to keep you warm. This is just a little something to keep you warm, Shane. That's all it is. Joe, you said the lion would get him. Put an S on it and say the lions would get him because that's what Michael Parsons said. Michael Parsons said he got a lion pack. It's a pack of lions. It's a pack of lions that's gonna get him. They're all coming. Can't run from everybody now. Somebody gonna get him. Okay. So Kyler Murray is dangerous, but we're dangerous. And if you checked out the reports from this week, you will notice that in practice, we've had Ben DiNucci. There his name is again. Oh, my God. Ben DiNucci tried to simulate Kyler Murray, the best as he can. We've had Cedric Wilson simulate Kyler Murray. We've had defensive backs, from my understanding, simulate Kyler Murray and all in preparation for when Kyler Murray decides to go play playground football. So we've had guys trying to simulate it as best as they can. All of them appreciate you, Coach Bree Love. Thank you, man. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach Bree Love. I see you. Thank you for switching over to YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Yeah. He gonna get hit. Revolutionary Parson is a beast. He is a beast. He's different. Guys like him come around once every 25, 30 years. And since you're a Steeler fan, Revolutionary, bro, the TJ Watts, they come around once every 10, 15 years. I'm just saying it is. Kermit said, I'm just worried. Kermit bring up a group. I think he's bringing up a great point here. I'm just going to read it loud. He says, one of the subscribers said, I'm just worried that we might get over aggressive with the pass rush. And by Dallas always struggling versus those running quarterbacks, he might be able to beat the rush for big plays on foot or through the air. That's my only worry. I think that you're absolutely right, Kermit, and I think that's where the playground stuff comes into play, and I'm quite sure that Dan Quinn has told these guys about these scramble drills this week. We just hope that, they don't get cracked. That's what you know, I'm not worried about AJ Green because all our guys can run with him. I'm worried about Christian Kirk a little because Christian Kirk can outrun most guys on our team. The problem is going to be Zach Ertz. And and just in case you guys didn't know, and I'll talk about this a little bit later, but I guess it's a good place to put it in. Keanu O'Neal has been diagnosed with COVID. He will miss the game on Sunday. So, what does that mean? That means that we're linebackers short. We have LVE, Parsons, we have Gifford, France Bernard. I don't think he's ready. I don't think so. Then we just signed a Bond. Forgive me for not knowing his first name. I had it on the tip of my tongue. But he just got signed to the practice squad, and there's a good chance he will play tomorrow. So when we start talking about that and the matchup with Zach Ertz, you then probably see a little problem there. Now I'm concerned about Zach Ertz more than anybody tomorrow. That's just me. And I'm worried about Kyler Murray doing exactly what you said, Kermit, because that's what he does. And I believe he's going to make a play. Exactly. Coach said, ESPN said we only have 3 linebackers, but we just signed the kid from Bond is his last name. I need to look it up real quick. Somebody look, well, I do it. Don't worry about it. We signed, I think it's Devontae Bond. An experience, I think he's played about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. We just signed him. So, when we got to get him, this is where, this is where when Cox went down with an injury, that was a big loss for us. I'm trying to find it. Y'all forgive me, but I don't see it right here on this one. I think it's Bond. I know Bond is his last name. Forgive me not knowing his first name, but he's there. Now, offensively for us, hey, they got a good defense, y'all. They got some pure athletes over there. Buda Baker, the safety, is dangerous. He's a game changer. Isaiah Simmons, who can just about play everywhere on the field. And I'm talking from a defensive position on all 3 levels. That's how bad this young kid is. He's a freak. He's almost, him and Parsons are almost mirror images. He just don't sack the quarterback like Parsons does, but Simmons can play down. Devontae Bond. I thought I was right. That's the guy that we just signed. I think he's played 5 years. I personally believe he's going to play tomorrow at some point. I'm quite sure he's familiar with a 4-3 defense or the aspects of it. I'm quite sure he's going to play tomorrow. Isaiah Simmons for their defense can play on the line, linebacker, and he can play in the secondary. They had him lined up as a safety. I mean, that's what he came out of college doing, all that kind of stuff. So he's a joker type guy, joker type position guy, just like Parsons is for us. He's dangerous. Um, Chandler Jones is an all-pro type defensive tackle. So they have the elements that can give a lot of teams problems, and they have. So the question is, with our offense, is as usual, which offense is going to show up? That's my question. That's only my question. Can we start off fast? Can we start off fast? Can we start off moving the football? Um, and let me say this to y'all, and then I'll move into the COVID thing. Let me say this to y'all. I get everybody. I get everybody want to talk about this run the football stuff, and everybody got somewhat excited last week of running about us running the football. And I get we did what we were supposed to do against Washington because they were down in the secondary in about 2 or 3 positions in the secondary. So the way I look at it, I don't blame the running, the lack of running. I don't blame that on Kellen Moore. I mean, there was an obvious mismatch. Landon Collins was out. Their starting cornerback was out. I think it was 2 of their starters were out, and the other 2 are just guys. They ain't nothing to go crazy over them. They've been getting beat all year. So the advantage was to throw the ball yesterday, even though they were playing the 2-share high. Look, they couldn't do nothing with our receivers, and Dak, of course, the NFC offensive player of the week. That's the reason why you're supposed to take it. But let's just be honest. Zeke Elliott only carried the ball 9 times last week. Tony Pollard only ran it 8 times. That's 17 carries. Where all this praise talking about we ran the ball came from? We didn't run the ball yet last week. We didn't run the ball. We still got the question. Well, some of y'all don't have a question mark. I do. Like I just done gave up on the theory of running the football because Kellen Moore just does not do that. He don't. But I will say this: when they did get the ball, they were effective. Zeke averaged over 4 yards a carry. Pollard averaged over, I think, right at 5 yards a carry. When they got it, they did damage with it. So I'm not knocking it. I just know that there was a disadvantage. We're going to have to run the football tomorrow. I said all that to say this, which is my question. Are we really going to commit to running it? That's my question. That's my question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I just. Kellen Moore is he's not hard to predict for me because I already say coming in that Dak Prescott is going to throw the ball 35 plus times a game. Zeke Elliott is going to carry the ball under 15 times a game. Yeah, I used to say under 20. Now I'm saying under 15. Tony Pollard's going to get it right at 11, 12. Now, that's all I'm going to say. We do have some good news. Tyron Smith will play tomorrow. That is always a asset. That is not a liability. So the way I look at it is the offense just got better by putting in Tyron Smith. I think that the offense will be able to work it out tomorrow. Uh, I just believe we're gonna win. I don't care if it's 10-9. Win. That's all I got. I ain't even worried about the style points right now. A lot of other folks are. Cowboy fans are worried about style points. I can care less. Just win. We got to keep up with the Packers just in case they slip. Just in case they slip, which I don't suspect that they will. I believe they're gonna be number one seed. But just in case they slip, we need to go ahead and win out. Just in case they slip. I know, look, it's any given Sunday. And look, I just saw Detroit beat Arizona. Now, you know what I'm saying? I saw Detroit, come on now. Anything can happen. I get it. But just in case Green Bay slip up a little bit, we need to keep winning. So I don't care if they win 3-2. We can baseball this thing. I could care less. Just win. Would I love number one seed? Yeah. Because I don't want to go to Green Bay for the NFC Championship game. I don't want to go to Tampa if it came to that for the NFC Championship game. Let me just put it like this. Let me get number one or let me stay at number two. Why do we need to stay at number two? Because if we win our first game, that automatically means that the next playoff game would be in Dallas too. If you're number two seed, even though you don't get the bye week, you still get the other benefit. Your divisional round will be at home. So if we get the number two seed, we are guaranteed at least if we win the first game, I don't even think is that a wild card? Yeah, it's still a wild card. If we win the wild card game as a number two, the very next game, whoever it is, got to come to Dallas. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to number three. I don't want to go see the Rams in Los Angeles. I don't want to see Tampa in Tampa. I don't want to see Green Bay in Green Bay. I want to have somebody to come to Dallas. We play better at home anyway. We didn't used to say that. All of a sudden now we are a high scoring home team. We scoring 30 every time we get in Dallas. I want it. Shane said he wouldn't be surprised, and I'm going to come to that. Matter of fact, let's do this now. Thank you, Shane, because I do this every Saturday. What y'all think the score going to be tomorrow? Let me see if y'all think what I started off. Shane started off. Shane said he's expecting us to win. He wasn't surprised we beat the car by double digits. I'm going to say 24 17 Dallas. 24-17. Joe says 35-21. That's 14 points. He agrees with you, Shane. God dang, Coach says 31-17. Ooh-wee. Oh, y'all expecting us to take these guys to the woodshed, huh? What y'all got on Podbean? Chief Money says 31-10. That's 20. That's 3 touchdowns. Revolutionary Bro 17-13. Revolutionary Bro, you think you slick. You didn't tell me who you think gonna win though. So you said 17-13, but you didn't say who. What's up, Spence? I see you on Podbean. What's up, brother? Appreciate you popping in on me. Right now, we're in the middle. I'm getting all the scores from all the listeners. Revolutionary Bro said it's a mystery who gonna win 17-13. That sounds like a true Steeler fan. Kermit says 29-24. Okay, you kind of like me, Kermit. You think it's gonna be a little bit closer when everybody else got going. Okay. 29-24. So, but based off the scores, however, good God, Gerald says, that's my cousin. Gerald says 33-19 Cowboys. Wow. So based off the scores, y'all carrying me another way now. Y'all come on, give me your explanation. Let me ask y'all this. Why don't y'all respect Arizona's defense? That's the question at hand, real quick, because I got a little respect for them. I mean, I called the names out of who they got now. They got some ball players over there. Hey, Mr. T, I appreciate you on Podbean. Why y'all okay? Cowboys playing at home. That's why G Penon said that. But okay, he's saying because we're playing at home. Okay, Joe says the Cardinals have a injury report a mile long. Okay, even with the injury report, they still got some. Their defense can. They got some guys over there now. I'm just saying. Look. I'm not knocking y'all. Look. Please understand. I hope we score 40. I mean, let's just be honest. But why? I mean, like, wow. Okay. Anybody else, real quick before we move? Gerald says they're struggling right now, so kick them while they're down. They're struggling on offense, and is really wrapped up in one name, and that's DeAndre Hopkins. When DeAndre Hopkins get back, they're gonna be something to deal with. But while he out, they have been struggling. And I said that they ain't really had no real long, extensive drives. They've been getting off the field a whole lot, and their defense is getting tired. I hope we can, do the same thing. Kermit said people forget Kyle is coming from Texas and they coming off 3 straight losses, so he gonna want to beat Dallas, of course. And plus, more importantly, they're if they lose against us tomorrow, they're gonna be kind of down there at the bottom. This potentially, y'all, as far as the playoff seating goes, this potentially could be a upcoming rematch in the playoffs. This game right here, because this will be their 4th straight loss. I think they will drop to maybe the 6th or the 7th seed, which is right in the area. If we was to keep number 2, the position, we would play the number 7 seed. So this is, and I know they got more wins than Philly and who is there that's hanging around at 7-7 or whatever they are. All those teams there, we we might have a chance to see them. Maybe not. Maybe not. Gerald says ineffective offense stalls the defense on the field too long. I agree. That's why I said I hope we can continue what the trend has been for them ever since DeAndre Hopkins went down. Revolutionary Bro says all depending on who else loses. Exactly. You could be the second seed. If we wouldn't have lost. No, not if we would have lost when the Rams won their game last week. We hadn't played yet. But when the Rams won, they jumped all the way up to number 2. And then on that Sunday, we played and beat Washington. We popped right back up in the number 2 spot. So and Revolutionary Bro is absolutely right. You just don't know where you're gonna be at. Only person that really has it's kind of like there are 3 teams that are 11-4. All right, us. I think it's the Rams and Tampa. If the Rams lose a game and Dallas and Tampa Bay are there at 11-4, you do realize, y'all, that Tampa Bay jumps us, right? Because Tampa beat us head to head. As long as there are 3 teams that got the same record, like 11-4 or whatever, 12-4 or whatever, as long as 3 teams got the same record, we would have the spot at number 2. But if Tampa and us have the same record at the end, they will jump us because they beat us head to head, which is another reason why we need to just keep winning. We ain't got nothing to do with the Rams. We just got to win. If we fall to 3, we just fall to 3. That's all because of the first week of the year. They beat us. So long as the Rams win, we win. That's all I want. I want number 2. I want number 1, but I'll take number 2 seed too. I want that second game to be in Dallas. By the way, before I move to COVID and close this show out today, how many of you guys are planning to go to the game, the playoff game in Dallas? I will be there. Yes, Shane, when you win your division, you automatically get a home playoff game. Whatever seed you are, second, third, fourth, makes no difference. You get a home playoff game. So our first game will be in Dallas, whoever we playing. I want the number 2 seed because if we win that first playoff game, being the number 2 seed, you automatically are going to get another home game. That ensures 2 playoff games, depending and check it out. I mean, I know I'm fast forwarding and looking ahead, but if you're number 2 seed and you get that second playoff game, that game's at home. Well, the obvious question is, how do we get the NFC Championship game at home then? If the Packers lose at home in the playoffs, and let's not act like that can't happen. You put the right team in Green Bay, it's gonna be some problems. I'm just saying, you put yourself in the 2 position. If Green Bay slip up at all, there's hey, there's a possibility. We can get all 3 at the house, Revolutionary bro, that is a great, great, great question for those that don't see it. And I guess this will lead right into the final thought of the day. Revolutionary bro asked me this question. He said, "You really want to attend a game in a pandemic?" And Revolutionary bro, let me tell you something. You made a great point. You made an outstanding point. And it bears discussion, and it bears a whole lot of thought, which leads right into my final thoughts of the day. This country has become lackadaisical, if you want to use that word. We've become relaxed when it comes to the pandemic. Now, before we move into this, let me preface everything by saying this. Move away your politics, because this ain't about politics. This ain't this. Move your Biden thoughts, move your Donald Trump thoughts, move them completely out the way. I want to attack this issue strictly from a football team perspective. Y'all hear what I just said? I don't want to talk Republican. I don't want to talk Democrat. I don't want to talk independent. I don't want to talk about. I was about to say something, but I'm gonna hold that down. I don't want to. You got to remove your politics, because this ain't about politics. This is strictly about football. Okay, that's my preference. There it is. All right. The pandemic is still alive. Revolutionary bro is right. Uh, Revolutionary bro, I was there this season when we played our first home game this year against Philadelphia on that Monday night game. I was there in the building in a pandemic, if you want to say that. We still had at that particular time a little bit more awareness and action, I guess, toward the pandemic, with people wearing a mask and cautious still, at that particular time. Since then, that was the third game of the year. So here we are. We're 11-4, 3-1. I think we're about 10 weeks ahead, 10 or 11 weeks ahead. During these 10, 11 weeks, it's just gotten too relaxed now. And I agree with you, which brings up the question that you asked. My plan is to go revolutionary, bro, but I got to keep paying attention because things are looking kind of funny. The Omicron variant is not as potent as it was at the beginning, but it's incredibly contagious, as you can see by the number of guys that are now catching it. It's in every sport. It's in every sport. It's in the PGA. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely in the NBA. Doc Rivers, the head coach of the 76ers, just came down with it, I think, 2 nights ago it's 2 nights ago. He's out. Players are out. Football players are catching it. And it's just as explosive as it was at the beginning when there were no fans in the stadium. Now we got every fan in the stadium, and the pandemic has really not died down. So it's almost kind of backwards. But at the same time, we know the reason why that is going on is because the owners are not going to lose any money. Huh? They're not going to lose any money, so they're not going to shut this thing down like they did. Was G Puman says in Texas everything is back to normal. I think the state of Texas have even passed a mandate saying you don't even have to wear a mask, which is which is rolling the dice for real, if you ask me. But it is what it is. Revolutionary Bro said a gentleman was jumped and beat to death for coughing on a train in New York 3 months ago. I mean, this is the world we live in now. This is the world that we live in now. Now, if you were watching, the reason why I say Green Bay is not going to lose anything is because of now. Just in case you don't know, Kirk Cousins will not be playing Green Bay tomorrow. Why? Because he caught the virus. I'm not even gonna I'm gonna throw this in, but it's really don't really make a difference. I'm just saying I think that is you become, well, I'm not a doctor, so I stop. Well, he's unvaccinated. Okay. Kirk Cousins is unvaccinated. I already know the pushback, but people that are vaccinated are catching it. I know that. I get it. But I just believe that if you haven't been vaccinated, I believe you're even more susceptible to it. That's just me. It is what it is, but he won't be playing. Now, so the hopes of Minnesota with Kirk Cousins lighting up Green Bay, which was a possibility when you got Thielen and you got Justin Jefferson and you got Dalvin Cook and you got all those guys there who can score. You say, okay, well, Aaron Rodgers can score, but Minnesota can score. Now Kirk Cousins gone, so I mean, come on. We already know what's going to happen with them. So, but the bigger thing is what I want to lean into as far as the Dallas Cowboys are. I could care less about any other team. I hate that Kirk Cousins is gone because I wanted him to be employed by the Dallas Cowboys this week. We need them to beat Green Bay. It's not going to happen now. Green Bay is not going to lose to Minnesota. They may have not lost to him anyway, but you like your chances with Kirk Cousins playing rather than somebody like Adrian Bond or whatever his name is, whoever. And the backup quarterback, I'm sorry, the backup quarterback has it too. So they got it in that room. You know what I'm saying? The backup quarterback got it first. Then Kirk Cousins got it 3 or 4 days later. So I mean, it's come on now. Come on now. It just show you how easy it spreads. So the backup quarterback not playing, Kirk Cousins not playing. So they're down to the third string quarterback. You know they're not going to beat the Green Bay Packers tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna watch it, but I mean, I'm just calling it like it is, Uh, it is what it is. But what that ought to do for you guys and what it did for me was open up your eyes that can the Revolution Bros says there's science or rhetoric. I don't know which part you were talking about, but it probably leans toward the rhetoric part, if you ask me. From me, at least from me, uh, if that's what you were saying, the rhetoric from me. Um, what it does, y'all, it is a reminder of how COVID is going to play a major part of the rest of this season. How much of a part it's going to play in the rest of this season. I'll go on to say since Minnesota was fighting for a playoff spot, please understand that even though I don't give them a chance to win against Green Bay now, that really hurts them. Can you imagine the Minnesota Papers once they found out Kirk Cousins was not going to play this Sunday? That is a dream breaker. It is. It is. It's a dream breaker that you lose one of the most important positions on the field because of COVID. And I'm telling you guys, as Cowboy fans or whatever your team is, unless of course you're not in the playoff hunt, that COVID is going to play a major part for the rest of the season. I've been telling you guys this ever since the season started. See, it didn't hurt in week 4 and 5 and week 6 and week 2 and all. See, it didn't hurt because you knew the guy was gonna come back after 10 days. And, they might miss one game and be back week 4 if they got caught with it in week 2. They'll be back in week 4 and we can go on. See, it didn't hurt in week 10. See what I'm saying? Because the playoffs, still had time to try to position yourself. It didn't hurt then. You'll be back in about week 12 and you can get back on. But see now, everything hurts now. See, everything. Playoff positioning is at stake. Division championships are at stake. Wild card spots at the end are at stake. Playoff seeding is at stake now. So you miss a guy like Kirk Cousins, guess what? Now you sick. Oh, your organization is sick. And I said all that to say this, y'all. Did anybody watch Alabama and Cincinnati game last night? Y'all saw that? Did y'all see what I saw? Did y'all see Amari Cooper and Trayvon Diggs on the Alabama sideline last night with no mask on? Did y'all see that? Hmm. See, this way is going to get a little tested now. See, I just want to know, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? And Amari Cooper, of course, and Trayvon Diggs, of course, went to Alabama and there to support their team. The game, of course, was in AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys. But they were there. The big screen got a big shot of them, and they saluted the crowd. They had on no mask. Forgive me, y'all, but then just a few weeks ago, Amari Cooper, who was not vaccinated at all, Didn't he miss games because of COVID? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all do y'all remember that? Okay. See, this is where the politics is not gonna. This is why I don't want to hear nothing about. Uh, you know, I really don't want to hear nothing about your stance on the issue, or whether you want to take the shot or not take the shot, or what the Republicans say or what the Democrats say. That's all null and void for this conversation, because the bottom line is this: if you catch COVID and you're a member of the NFL, you're gonna miss games. Whatever. That's why your stands don't mean nothing, at least from an NFL perspective. And I realized they chopped it down from 10 days to 5. But here's my question. It's kind of like Keanu O'Neal from our team, who just got contracted with the virus. Guess what? 5 days from now means that Sunday gonna pass. He gonna miss this game. He'll be back Tuesday or Wednesday next week. But what if you need him for Sunday, which we do? What happens next week if somebody catch it? Last game of the year, and we need to guarantee. If the wrong person catches it, that's what I'm trying to get to. Your team gonna be in trouble, such as the Minnesota Vikings with Kirk Cousins go down. This is the threat that COVID has. I don't care what side of the track you belong. You think about whether you should get the shot or whether you should get the shot, whether you should get the booster, whether you shouldn't get the booster, what Donald Trump said, what President Biden has said, what Kamala Harris has said, what the Congress has said, what the governors have said, that don't mean absolutely nothing when it comes to the football perspective. Absolutely nothing. Whether you say, well, it's his choice, and where is it? It's his choice, and it's not his choice. Or when you finish talking, if you catch COVID, you're going to miss 5 days. You better hope you catch it on Monday. That's all I'm going to say. And you better hope you get some negative tests. If not, you are going to miss games. Now, Amari Cooper, there was a report out that said when Dak's press conference came out, and this issue came up in a question, and Dak said, listen, the guys know what's at stake. The guys are at stake, and the guys know what's at stake. I'm sorry. They know where we are. They know what we got to do. And the guys will do what they need to do to ensure that we're protecting ourselves at all times. I can't tell. Because the message didn't get to Amari Cooper. And if we remember now, Jerry Jones put on that good face, but you could tell he was ticked off. And I would be too. Yeah. I can't tell. Amari Cooper and Lord have mercy Diggs, Mr. Lord have mercy Diggs, we know we can't afford to lose him. Here's my finish, and y'all can go off on me or whatever. I'm coming from an NFL perspective, not political. Don't put yourself in position where it's easy to be what's the word I'm looking for? Don't put yourself in a position where you're easily exposed to it. I realize this thinking you can get it from the mailman just knocking on your door. I get it there. But my God, the whole team is on the sideline. You ain't got no mask on. You got 90,000 people in the stadium, no mask on. And you just walking around like that. Plus, Amari Cooper ought to know what his presence means to this team. We can't afford to lose him. Trayvon Diggs, good God, son. Man, look. Huh? Send a video. Send a phone recording to him. Not what? Huh? It's it's too late. If this would have been week 3 or 4, hey, hey, good, it wouldn't be this intense. We getting down to the nitty gritty now. It's too much on the line now. We can't afford to lose anybody. Keanu O'Neal just gone, just got it a couple days ago. Guess what? He gone for this game. Quite sure he'll be back next week, but he ain't playing this one. The wrong person can catch it, and your playoff aspirations and your hopes of winning a Super Bowl or your whatever is going straight down the drain. Just like Minnesota's just went in. They had hopes this week. We can beat Green Bay. We on Tuesday. Oh, we gonna beat Green Bay. We got enough firepower. We can do it. I hope they do beat them. I hope there's some kind of miracle happen. But Lord, on Wednesday when they said Kirk Cousins or whatever day it was that he caused COVID, that whole bubble just busted right then. And y'all know it. And you'll get some people in here who will say, well, it's his choice. It's their choice. They're grown men. It's their choice. It's their choice. They can do whatever they want to do. They can do it all. Okay. But here's the thing. Kirk Cousins didn't catch it by say he caught it from their backup quarterback. They got a couple days apart. They were in the quarterback room together. Where you think Kirk Cousins caught it from? Their backup quarterback. In other words, it spreads, y'all. So just think about it. Who else got it? This stuff spreads. It spreads. And if you get it, you're gonna sit out. You're not gonna be allowed in the building. Depending on what day it is now, you're not gonna play. And you're gonna hurt your football team. But somebody's gonna say it's his choice. Listen, if this was the PGA Tour, golf, if this was tennis, and if this was bowling, I wouldn't say absolutely nothing because those are truly individual sports. Boxing, UFC. If those guys catch it, then it is truly an individual sport. God bless them. Hope that they recover quickly, come back and do it. But in baseball, football, hockey, and basketball, you can't do that because your personal decisions affects the team. It does. It does. Do you understand that you got guys that have contracts that say if they win one playoff game, they get X amount of dollars. If they win 2 games, they get X amount of dollars. If they make the NFC Championship game, they get X amount of dollars. If they win the Super Bowl, they get X amount of dollars. Where if you're on a team, please understand you want your team to put their best foot forward. Having your superstars or your stars or your guys who you can't afford to miss sitting out because of COVID is not putting your best foot forward. So your choice affects the team. I don't care what y'all say. It's just the truth. If Dak Prescott catches COVID, the same folks that are saying, who cares? It's their choice. It's their choice. But when it affects your team, you're going to be the first one cussing. It's just like Minnesota. I guarantee you that for them folks that say, hey, it's their choice. We paid the price for freedom and we fought. I heard somebody on timelines, some of my timelines talking about we fought for freedom so they can have their choice. But they're gonna be the first one saying, y'all know, all kind of curse words. Like, we ain't gonna play. No, don't give me that now. No, don't say that. Don't cuss now. You thought it was okay. Okay. Now it affects your team now. And you know it's playoff time. Huh? Joe just said they put a rule in the Italian soccer league. If you're not vaccinated, you do not play, no matter if you test positive or negative. That's good stuff. See, watch this and check it out. You are not wrong. It is their choice. It is. But two things can be right at the same time. When you're playing a team sport, your personal decision affects the whole team. See? See, when Francis Bernard caught it last week, y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't say nothing. But it's been a little talk now because Ken O'Neal caught it now. Because, see, he's a starter. Francis Bernard is a bench player, special teams player. See, it don't hurt when Francis Bernard get it. See, y'all ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing. But Ken O'Neal got it now, see. That's a starter. We had to go sign a guy off the practice squad. Guy who ain't played with us all year, who probably gonna be on the field tomorrow. Now it hurts a little bit. And then you see your starting wide receiver, your number one wide receiver, and your all-pro cornerback. First team all-pro this year. That's what Diggs is gonna be this year. Pro Bowl cornerback. That's what Diggs is. Possible defensive player of the year candidate. Diggs. Now you see them parlaying on the sideline. You know, saluting the crowd. Huh? And I said it's the threat of COVID. That's what I said. I didn't say it was COVID. But let's just be honest. When you put yourself in the fire, you get close enough to the fire. Hey, Smoke, I see you. I'm just revolutionary. Bro said should NFL be sequestered? Uh, Revolutionary, bro, I like you, brother, because you come up with some good stuff. I just say it like this. For those that are on Facebook and everywhere else, YouTube, on Podbean, Revolutionary Bro asked the question, should NFL players be sequestered? In other words, should they be like a bubble, like the NBA had? Should they be essentially restricted from going anywhere? And Revolutionary Bro, I'll say this, because that's a hard one there. How serious, I guess this is my question and my answer. How serious are you about a world's championship? That's my answer. How much are you willing to sacrifice to be a world champion? That's my answer. That's my answer. Uh, it ain't forever. It's just a few more weeks. The Super Bowl is February the 9th, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. The playoffs begin on January the 17th, wild card weekend. That means for 3 to 4 weeks, you possibly, according to what Revolutionary Bro is asking, you probably are asking to be in some type of bubble for 4 weeks. Is 4 weeks worth trying to become a world champion, or do you want to just do what you want to do and take the chances? Because see, COVID, you'd be crazy to think that COVID is not going to affect some team when we get to the playoffs. I'm serious. I mean, it's just impossible for us to think that that's not going to happen. And some teams' playoff dreams is gonna go down not because the other team was better than them. No, that ain't gonna be the reason. It's not because of an injury. It's that no, it ain't gonna be because of that. No. It's gonna be because they wanted. It's just like last night. Now I don't know how true this is, but I saw somebody said that Boss Man Fat was at the club last night. Kelvin Joseph, our second round pick, who had a great game to Washington. I can't verify, but I saw that somebody put it up there and somebody said, yeah, that's true. Look, I don't care what women in the club. Right now, you got all look when after the Super Bowl was over with, you got from February all the way up to training camp to go to that same club and see all them different women. You want to rap? Boss Man Fat is a rapper and has an album out. You got all the way from February. Look, if them folks want to book you, please understand they'll book you right after the Super Bowl if you make it. See what I'm saying? So it's not that my look. Be like look, boy, y'all about to get me in trouble. Listen, change that just because you put teams in the bubble doesn't mean they can't catch this COVID. I agree with that 100%. However, you cannot deny. Well, let's look at the standard. The NBA bubble. When those guys were in the bubble, there wasn't no cases. They had them all on that one little spot, 3 or 4 different hotels, right there in that one spot. They were getting tested nonstop every day. Bam. If you were caught up or whatever, you could not go outside of the bubble. When you went outside the bubble, people knew about it. They had to sign up for it. When you came back in, you had to be isolated. That's what happened to Sweet Lou Williams, Lemon Pepper Lou, who just had to go to a strip joint for some reason. So he went there, no, he didn't catch COVID. When he came back, they said, no, you don't go to practice, son. You come right on here and get tested, and you just go on back to the hotel. You be gone for about 10 days. We got to make sure you clear. Since you just had to go get you some lemon pepper wings from the strip club. That's what he said. In the strip club. Now, what you going to strip club for? Some lemon pepper wings? Go to Kroger. My God. Go cook you some lemon pepper wings if you just want to eat some wings. No, you want to go see some women, and I don't understand that. When you're a millionaire, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to. Oh, who on here? I'm about to get ignorant. Okay. I'm almost about to get ignorant right here. Listen, when you're a millionaire, when it comes to women, be like Puff Daddy. Sean Puffy Combs. You didn't see Sean Puffy Combs. I ain't talking about doing COVID. You just never seen him go out there. He let the women come to him and they sign waivers. You understand me? When you a millionaire, you ain't got to go seeking. All you got to say, hey, to leave. I'm trying to help folks right here. You ain't got to go see no. They gonna come to you. Calvin Joseph ain't got no business at a club. If he just got to see some women, look, test the women before you let them in your house or wherever you stay. Though, just don't let random. Look, get them tested. Look, put the swab up the nose. Do something. Something in it. Look, do something. They'll come to you. You ain't got to go out all that. Come on, y'all. It ain't that desperate, man. Now I pray to God that Amari Cooper, them catch nothing. I pray. I hope Trevon Diggs, Mr. Lord have mercy, Diggs himself, does not have problems or anything. I hope he don't. All I know is that if he catches it, some of y'all gonna be saying, y'all gonna start cussing. And it's gonna be the folks that swear up and down. I ain't talking about nobody here listening. It's gonna be them same folks that say, it was his choice. It was his choice. But then all of a sudden you're gonna be cussing now because they're gonna miss games. See, that's how y'all are. That's how folks are. See how quick it switch. See, it didn't hurt. week 4, 5. He didn't hurt then. Oh, it'll hurt now. Oh, it will hurt now. Oh God, it'll hurt. And so to answer Revolutionary Bro's question, how yeah, Revolutionary Bro, I like you, brother. He said with high price commodities like NFL players, there should be some provisions made to protect them. I 100% agree. Can I copy that and put that on here? Let me see if I can copy that from Podman. Yeah. This, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm copying this so I can put it on the live feed with them. This is the comment of Revolutionary Bro that I'm putting up. That's what he just put up on Podbean. Y'all look at that. This is what Revolutionary Bro just said. He said, with high price commodities like NFL players, there should be some provisions made to protect them. That comes from our Podbean listeners. Listen to me, y'all. I couldn't agree more. So what does that mean? We're living in a time where is everything is kind of fresh and new. Guys wouldn't like being, I guess, locked up, if you want to say that. But Jerry Jones is the type that will do that. And I must admit, I can't blame him. Because you see, when you get down to this point of the year, there's only one thing on your mind: winning. And I ain't talking about no, whether you think the Cowboys are good enough or not to make it. They got a chance. Uh, all these owners that's gonna get in this playoffs gonna have the same thought in mind, and that is to hold that trophy in their hand. And please understand, they will do anything to make sure that this thing has a chance of happening, even if it means that they're gonna put some type of restriction or something on these guys to calm themselves down for the next month. Stay your tail at home. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's that choice. I know what some of y'all. It's that choice. Look, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's too much on the line. It's been too many sacrifices made. Your body have paid the price. You got guys depending on you at your team. Forget the fan base. That's people like us. Forget the fan base. Those teammates are depending on you to line up on Sunday or Monday night, whatever, Thursday, whatever. They're depending on you to be there. And please, somebody gonna get their jaw broke. If I'm serious, y'all think these teams? Do you think? Let me tell y'all something. Do you think the Minnesota Vikings are happy with somebody happy with Kirk Cousins right now? A person who says I didn't want to be vaccinated. Okay, he's not vaccinated. Then he catch it. The folks ain't worried about the quarterback room where he caught it from the backup quarterback. All they're thinking about is he's unvaccinated and he refused to get the shot. Now our chance for the playoffs is almost down the drain. So do you really think that his teammates are 100% supportive? Or do you think you got a few of them that want to break his jaw? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. You think everybody was happy with Amari Cooper a few weeks ago? Really? I know what Dak said. We support our brother. That good corporate statement. We support our brother and all that. Yeah, I heard what he said. Do you think all them guys were supportive? Really? You really think so? Let me just speak for myself. I can't speak for y'all. If I'm in the Super Bowl, if I made the Super Bowl, and during the 2 weeks before the Super Bowl happens, and in that 1 week, and Dak Prescott catches COVID, and then I look at his Instagram page, and he's been parlaying out in public and all that kind of stuff, knowing what all this going on, and he catches it and then comes to me, I'm so sorry, guys. Man, I'm throwing a chair. I done got this close. And because you want to parlay and, hmm, you know, you know, I'm throwing a chair at him. I done got this close. I got a chance to get a ring on my finger. I got a contract to say I get an extra $200,000 for winning the Super Bowl. And you ain't here. I don't want Cooper Rush in the Super Bowl. I want Dak. Huh? I'm just throwing up a scenario, y'all. That's all I'm throwing up. Okay. I'm just saying. Shane said, to be honest, when I saw Diggs and Meyer, I didn't even think about Cole till you brought it up. I'll support anything that helps Cowboys win the Super Bowl. You got to think about these things now, Shane. I mean, it's from what everybody has said, the doctors and I guess the science have said that the Omicron variant, and it's kind of obvious because you see it, it's right back to where we was almost starting out. This thing is, I mean, hospitals are now full again. Can't get people in some hospitals. I mean, it's full because people are catching it. It's not as potent, from what we understand, as the original and the Delta variant, but it's still there. And the common denominator with all three of it is that it makes no difference what profession that you're in, whether you're a pro athlete or a worker like most of us are, you're gonna miss time from your place of business. If you and I catch it where we work now, you're not going into the building. No matter if you ain't got symptoms or you feel great or whatever, if you're positive, you're going to miss your place of business for a few days. Just like in pro ball, it is what it is. But from this perspective, a sports perspective, a football perspective, a team perspective, now this stuff can really hurt you when you're trying to reach a goal. Now, Jacksonville Jaguars, who ain't playing for nothing, and the New York Jets, who ain't got nothing, hey, I get it. It ain't a big deal to them. Now they are preparing for the draft next year. We ain't preparing for the draft. We trying to get somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So for teams that are playing for something, this stuff hurts. Ask Minnesota. I wish I can get on the. I may have to go find Minnesota's radio broadcast and listen to them from now to tonight. I guarantee you they saying they hurt. They can't stand it. I bet you they call in talk shows just been crazy. I bet you it have been. I appreciate you, Revolutionary, bro. I listen. I promise you, Minnesota's radio talk show, Minnesota podcast, all those guys. I guarantee you, they hurt because they were fighting for a playoff spot, and their main guy, he's gone. Not and their second string guy, he's gone too. So now they're walking in to play against Green Bay with their third quarterback going up against Mr. Aaron Rodgers. You tell me how you think that's going to end up. Didn't hurt 5-6 weeks ago. Oh, it means something now. So I pray Amari Cooper and Trayvon Diggs. I hope nothing comes of it. I'm just saying, don't go into an obvious fire. I mean, come on now. Yeah, like Shane said before, it just doesn't. You can catch it in just about anywhere, but don't go to the obvious stuff. Man, send a goddamn telegram. Send a message in a bottle. Send a SOS to the sideline. Hey, we here. Get on FaceTime. Put it on a projected screen. Say, hey, we with you in spirit. Put on your Alabama hat. We all know y'all went to the school. Look, now watch this. Since I got y'all still here, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Y'all answer. We will never know. But let me tell y'all this. I bet you Jerry Jones saw them two on that sideline last night. Uh-huh. What do y'all think Jerry Jones is thinking? Y'all comments are needed right now. I just want to make sure I ain't by myself. So y'all hear me big time saying this, and I'm saying this. What and please consider how Jerry Jones responded about Amari Cooper when he caught COVID a few weeks ago. What do you think Jerry Jones? How much y'all want to bet? Now listen. How much you want to bet that Mr. Jones is gonna have something to say to Mr. Cooper and Mr. Diggs if it hadn't already been said? How much y'all want to bet on it? Come on, talk to me. Come on, talk to me. We finna go. We finna close it out. We finna close up the show. Y'all, come on, talk to me. Y'all know how Jerry Jones is, right? Come on, y'all. Oh yeah. Thank you, Coach Breedlove. I just want to make sure I wasn't the only one. I just want to make sure I ain't the only one. I just want to make sure I ain't just blowing good hot air out of my mouth up here. Yeah. Y'all, I know what y'all think. I know what y'all think. Those who think they got a choice, and those who are watching this replay or listen to me, you say, what do you think Jerry Jones is going to say? What do you think Stephen Jones is saying? What do you think Coach McCarthy is saying to Amari Cooper and Trayvon Diggs? What you think? What you think? What you think when some of the players, the teammates, saw Dak Prescott got out there and said, hey, the guys know what's at stake. The guys know what they got to do. The guys know we got to do it. You know. Yeah. What you think some of the players saying? Yeah. Because they know what's at stake. You know how serious it is. All right. I'm done because the Revolutionary Bro say it's gonna be some fines. I would. But some of y'all still going, it's their choice. It's their choice. You don't fine them for making them that choice. No, I'm fining you. I'm fine. Cause we're trying to keep our team from catching this. And even though it's your choice affects the team. Because you're in meetings with them. Why do you think the Cowboys done had to go to virtual meetings now? I don't even want to take a chance. Huh? See what I'm saying? So, if we were to try to hope for something or pray for something, let's just hope that COVID don't interrupt this great season that we're having. I'd rather lose to somebody rather than have COVID beat us. And that's my final statement. I'd rather have a team beat our brains out than rather having COVID beat our brains out. See? That's all I'm saying. I don't want us to lose this season because of COVID kicking us in our butt at this last part of the season. That's all I want. Let somebody beat us. Don't let COVID take away my guys. I'm done. Before y'all get mad. Shane brings up the point. As you know, Coach Reeves died. Coach Dan Reeves, part of the Cowboy family, won Super Bowls here in Dallas. Of course, most of you guys who are young probably don't even know Coach Reeves, even in his coaching days with Denver and all these other teams that he did. Washington, I believe. Was it Denver? It wasn't Washington. Was it Washington? No. Where is he coach? Denver. I forget. He's won world championships with the Cowboys, and he coached. He's been to Super Bowls. He was the coach when John Elway was on that hot run that he was exactly. Coach Atlanta. Atlanta, he was a Super Bowl coach in Atlanta. He didn't win it, but he got different organizations Super Bowls, so he was a great coach. Coach of the Giants, as my cousin just said, Gerald. So this guy is a legendary coach. Know the game of football, played the game of football, was a star in every aspect. Great coach. He died, and because he's part of the Cowboy family, just like Shane, thank you, Shane, for bringing it up. I will honor him and say rest in peace, coach. No doubt about that. He was a coach a lot of great players, and everybody has the same statements about him, how good of a man he was and how good of a coach he was. So, of course, he doesn't have the sizzle as Coach Madden has, but he won a lot of football games. You guys look up his stuff and do all that. All right. I held you guys long enough. If I made you mad, I'm sorry, but hey, the truth is the truth. COVID can ruin your football season. That's the bottom line. Okay. Just hope that our guys don't. Revolutionary, bro, I appreciate you, man, and contributions. Wherever you watching me from, Revolutionary, bro, go ahead and click on that whatever button it is for the notification so you'll know when I'm coming on and you can pop in on me like you did today. I appreciate all those that were on Podbean, all you guys that are on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing to YouTube. All you guys on my pages on Facebook and Twitch as well. Thank all of you for hanging with me on this great day, which is New Year's Day, a brand new year. We are all here. The family is here. I appreciate you guys popping in and hanging with your boy on today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Revolutionary, bro. You may not like it because you're a Cowboy hater. Uh, and we're gonna win tomorrow. So you may not want to come on tomorrow. We're gonna be in full celebration mode on tomorrow. I'll be with you guys right after the game tomorrow. Win, lose, or draw. I will be right here and we'll see if what we were thinking about earlier actually happens. I said that Kyler Murray is going to get hit tomorrow. I think he's going to make a few plays, but he's going to get hit tomorrow. A lot. All right. That's my prediction. I think the Cowboys going to win. I think I said 27. No, I don't know what I said. 24-17. That's my call. Everybody else think it's gonna be a blowout. I'm sorry. And Revolutionary Bro, it says 17-13. He just ain't say who it is. But since he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I think I kind of know where he leaning. I think I kind of know where he leaning toward. I know who he hope win. I kind of figured that, but it's all right. Listen, I'll check you guys out tomorrow, right after the game. Y'all come on, hang with me again. We'll do a little post game show, talk about what our eyes saw, and we either gonna be crying together or we gonna be celebrating another week. All right. Now, when we leave, I'm done. When we leave, y'all already know what time it is. Put your hands together. Get the clap emojis because y'all know we groove our way out of here. We don't just leave. We leave on a good note. I'll see you again. See you tomorrow. This is, yeah. Whoa. One last thing. If you want to be a subscriber to the podcast and support me monthly, there it is for you that are watching by Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. All you have to do is type that in. and make a decision. Monthly support. That's all you got to do. If you want to, support the podcast by Cash App, there it is. Again, Cash App is $ the Big Time Show Podbean. If you want to support it, all you got to do is touch that red bag or whatever that bag is there. It gives you the option of becoming a patron of the show. All you have to do is make that decision, and I would appreciate it. If not, it's all right. This is not my only means of financial ways to support my family. Obviously, this is just a great hobby of mine that I like to do. And if you don't want to do that, I just appreciate your support by your ears tuning in or your eyes viewing me. I just appreciate any type of support that you give me, whether it's by your mouth or your ear or sharing this way. All right. That's it for today. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Time Show. Put your hands together. Come on. Podbean. Revolutionary bro. Thank you, bro. I know you ain't a Cowboy fan, but you might as well clap your hands too. Come on. Woo! This is the Big Time Show.